Anchor is a fantastic platform for podcasting. It's so simple. It's remarkable. Even I could do it. And it's free distribution, free recording, easy, simple, elegant to use framework, great tools. If you're going to pick one podcasting forum, platform, it should definitely be Anchor. I highly recommend it.
Broken glass. Gary Vaynerchuk famously says that being an entrepreneur is like being punched in the face every day. And if you've been an entrepreneur, you can kind of appreciate that. Another famous expression related to that, not from Gary, I believe, originally, but I'm not sure who said it originally, but that being an entrepreneur is like chewing on broken glass. And basically what it is that any time in life, because life is competitive and, I'm not saying it's a zero-sum game because I believe in win-win rather than zero-sum, but I do believe that, everybody wants to be very successful. People don't define success in the same way, obviously, which is good because what's success for one person is an individual thing as compared to another. But life does have a competitive element to it. And, in marketplaces, they call that efficiency, that, consumers go to the best value and that, value contribute. It's complicated because, not all markets are fair or equal. And, regulation is different in different markets. But by and large, I don't want to get off topic. In terms of broken glass, I believe that in life, if you want to accomplish anything great, you have to be able to overcome obstacles and resistance. That, money is an expression of value. So if you can create, say, for example, there's some things that you're willing to spend $1 on. There's some things you're willing to spend 10, some 100, some 1,000. If you have it, some even 1 million. And basically, that's different perceived value. So broken glass refers to the fact that you have to be willing to overcome the impediments and the challenges to get to where you want to be. And that includes also being the person you want to be. I talked a little bit in my last podcast about the law of attraction, and there's a lot of different components to it, and whether you believe in it or not is up to you, obviously. But, to get to a certain place in a lifetime, we have to become a certain person. Like, if we want to attract a certain kind of person, we have to have those same qualities ourselves to be able to attract what the other person wants. They may not want exactly the same thing that we want, but, love attracts love, kindness attracts kindness. Selfishness, unfortunately, I think attracts selfishness. So broken glass refers to the fact that, you have to do what you have to do. It's like, if you want to be healthy, but all you eat is junk food, good luck with that if you never exercise. I mean, some people obviously have stronger genes than others, so they can get away with more. But, broken glass, I mean, that's why parents encourage kids to eat their broccoli or to do their homework. I mean, how are you going to get straight A's in school if you never do your homework? I mean, some people can just because they're brilliant, but, usually catches up with you in life because you can be a big fish in a small pond, but then when you get in a bigger pond, eventually, if you don't have good work habits, it's going to catch up with you. Maybe Einstein, but even Einstein, I think, had a firm understanding of the basics by studying. I'm sure he was a hard worker also. I don't know as much about his life, but the main point is that, broken glass, you have to be willing to pay your dues if you want to get something in life. And, they say everything has a price. Life is kind of like a sacrifice. Like, you have to put in your sweat equity, your time, your effort, your kindness, your personal development, your self-awareness. Now, these are not always sacrifices because they're kind of fruits of the spirit. Hopefully they're things that you enjoy doing also, but you can't always go downstream in life. Sometimes you have to go upstream. Sometimes you have to do things that are difficult, even though you don't feel like doing. Have difficult conversations with people, work harder than you might even always want to, because, achievement is preceded by broken glass. You have, literally you're not going to chew a broken glass because that would probably kill you. But, figuratively, you have to be willing to do whatever you have to do in a positive way to achieve your goals.